Alright, today I am very happy to show you guys this metal build Gundam, and it is Aile Strike Gundam. And this is the metal build version by Bandai Tamashii Nation, and there's the box. It's a pretty big box, but pretty skinny box too. So there's the front, and here's the back side. A couple of poses. So let's get this figure out of packaging. Alright, so before I show you the figures, here's a pamphlet, and once you open it up, it shows you all the accessories that are included, and then range motion that this figure has. And then from the back here, also more range motions. Then where all the accessories supposed to go. Then I think there's one more page left. Nope, I think that's it. Oh, here's one more page. Then shows you where the backpack's supposed to go, and then how to attach the base onto the figure, all that jazz. Right, so here's the figure outside the packaging, and I attached some of the accessories on him already. We have the beam rifle, and then the shield, and the backpack, the jetpack thingy is back there. And then here's an attachment for the base. Then here's two beam sabers, effect pieces. And then here's an extra headdress for when that one breaks, I guess, because this one comes off very easily. And then if you're moving them around, I suggest taking this off, the headdress off, before moving the head around and doing all your poses, and then put this back on, because you don't want to risk breaking it. I guess that's why they gave you a second one. And this figure also comes with two daggers. They are collapsible, so here you can see one is open and one is not. And then here are some extra hands that this figure comes with. So here it is, Aile Strike Gundam. Really nice looking piece, and here they did it this way so you could display the figure along with the jetpack or whatever you call this thing. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, on a separate section. Here you can see the back section. Let's attach that to the main base, and then it's also got a translucent base, a rod that's attached to the figure. So here it is. I'm gonna give you guys a close-up look at this figure first. Let's give you a super close-up of the head. Right there. The paint job on it is absolutely gorgeous, and there's a lot of decals that are already attached to him, which I like. Don't like putting on decals myself for figures. It's very time-consuming. Zoom out a little bit so you guys can see. Again, this is a gorgeous piece. It's super heavy too. I believe the skeletal structure is almost completely die cast, and then we have some panels. The outer panels are mostly plastic, but there are a couple of pieces that are actually made out of metal as well. So let's take a look at the shield as well. Nicely painted. And here's the back side. Gorgeous looking piece. The design of this Gundam is actually really good as well. I really like the design of this one. And here's the attachment piece. It's made out of 3 sections. This is one section right here. You basically have to attach this on once you get it out of the box. And same with the side. And then the top is all by itself. And then these two beam rifles, they go in there. You have to attach that on yourself. Super nice. And you can see there are some reflective, well, metallic red on here. They look kind of metallic, yeah. Like this, the fin right here, up on the top. There's a little metallic red, and then say red color, and there's go, and some of these lines are actually filled, like on the wing section here. You can see some of these grooves are filled in already, which is nice. L striker on the wing decals. Super nice looking piece. Alright, as far as range motion, hopefully I can get it all done in 7 minutes. I don't think I can because I'm running out of memory on my memory card, but let's see what we can do. So I took the headpiece off because I know I'm going to break it if I do it this way. If I don't do it this way, I'll break it. Then head movement, let's see, full range, yeah, it's basically on the ball joint, and then yeah, up and down. Oh, the shoe's in the way. So there you go, up, down, quite a bit. And then as for the arms, look at that. He could move all the way up and over. And he also has a butterfly joint right there. So a little bit of a butterfly rotation. Forward, back a little bit. Not a whole lot, but enough where it helps. And yeah, full rotation, 360, and then bicep, elbows bend over 90 degrees, and here this section can also bend as well, which is nice. So you can see right there, there's another joint right there. And then wrists are on a ball joint, so full range, really good. And as for the torso, so a little side to side, forward and back, there's just a little bit, not a whole lot. And then these pieces, skirts can move around so it doesn't impede with the articulation. Same with the back side. All the skirts can be moved up. Sorry about that. And then legs. Can it go all the way up? No. About that much. The knee, knees could bend over 90 degrees, and you can see this this knee pad here shifts as you move this leg around. See how it shifts around? Really, really nice. And this is all metal. And then the ankle, where's the ankle tilt, really tight ankle tilt right there. And it could move up and down. And yeah, a lot of shifting too. If you look at the legs, if I straighten it back out, you can see it moves front and back a little bit. Sorry, I think my hand was in the way. There you go, right there. So really good range. So if you want to pose him, like doing some of those dynamic poses, he could definitely achieve those type of poses. Oh, and then here is this jetpack, this boosters right here can collapse down. When you put the backpack on, you have to collapse this section for the backpack to fit on here, which I'll show in a sec. But yeah, that piece. Then you can rotate his torso a little bit, rotate his head, get the shield up, covering his face, and something like that, whatever. But yeah. Rotate it onto the side. So yeah, a lot of possibility with this figure, and it is super, super nice. They did a really fantastic job with this one. It's very heavy too. And as for the shield, it attaches onto this little peg hole right back here, right there. They're both they're on one on each side, and then attach that onto here. And then there's a little this piece is actually a ball joint that's attached to the shield itself. Then there are a couple of hinges, so it allows the shield to move around a little bit. And then this this handlebar can raise up and down within this rail system right here. So you shift this up and down depending on how you want it to pose this figure. And as for this wing backpack type of thing, I'm not even sure what this is called. There are a lot of range motion for this as well. You can see the wings could go up and down, same with this side, up and down. And then this one could go all the way up, all the way up. And then it folds outward like so as well. Fold these back, adjust it however you want. And then the beam rifles are attached over here. And again, these things could move as well. So in order to attach this onto your Gundam, you can see right here, this piece right here. This is a metal piece, and it slots right onto his backside. Just back here, there's if you look at it closely, there's a hole back here. Let's see if I can focus in so you guys can see it right on the backside, right there. That piece right there. So all you have to do is just line this piece onto his backside, and then, well, you're not gonna be able to see it. Let me zoom out a little bit. And you're not gonna see the actual process, but just need to slide this inward and then push it down, and it'll be tight on here. So now you could adjust the wings however you want. Spread them back out, and let's see, spread them out a little bit. So let me pose them up and show you guys. Alright, so here I got the figure with the attachment on, and let me rotate him so you guys can see it. Really nice. Again, this thing's gorgeous, and I'm really liking the base. There's a lot of nice ingenuity that they added to this base here, which I'm very grateful about, which I will show you in a second. But first, let's take another gander at this figure. Let's do a close-up so you guys can see. Really, really pretty. Look how gorgeous this thing is. Zoom out a little bit. Yeah, awesome looking piece. So zoom in on the beam rifle a little bit. Oh, and here's where, as I was saying, here's where the dagger is supposed to be housed. Let me get this open. You know what? I'm gonna use the dagger to open this section off. Here, right here. Slide this open, and the dagger here, so you can fold down, and it's supposed to go in here. There's an attachment. There's a slot for it, but it's supposed to go in like that, and then you close it back up. Kind of neat. I like that. I guess in the TV series, that's how it comes out, I guess. Right there. Alright, so as I mentioned earlier, I really like this base. This piece right here. It looks a bit cumbersome, but there's a reason for that. Now, this figure is very heavy. It's a die-cast figure, so they made a couple of items that really helps with posability here for this figure. And these are like little stoppers. You push them in, which allows here when you push it in like that, then you could adjust this piece to whichever section you want, and then once you get in the right position, you can lock it down, and this piece won't move now. And then same with right here on the front section, this piece can move up and down like so, and then there's a little stopper right here, right there, and once you click on it, now it locks it in, so this base won't move anymore. And then back here there's another piece. You need to slide this downwards, and then you could raise this whole section up. You could raise this whole section up, and then once you find the appropriate height, then you could lock this down. Let me find the correct spot, and then you can lock it down, and now this thing won't move. Oh shit, whoa. Let's see. It's supposed to not move though. Let me see. Did I not lock it down properly? There you go. Yeah. There you go. Now it's locked. So I didn't lock it properly. So there you go. And this thing is super sturdy, and the base is quite big, and it is an attachment, so you could remove this and then put the other piece on. If you're just having the figure standing, then you could just use this little one here. Slide that one in the front, this, and then you would need to attach the top piece right here, the translucent piece, just right here. Take this piece off and then attach it onto this rod here. Then you can have the figure stand right there. And this slot's right underneath is right underneath the figure, and then here this slot is where you keep the back section, the back attachment. So this is the base for the back attachment, and it's supposed to go in right here, somewhere here, I think, like that. Yep, right there. So this way you can attach the figure to the front, and then the wing attachment back here separate from the figure. Alright, since I switch out another memory card, I have a little bit more time I could put into this video, so I'm gonna show you guys another look at this figure, because it is such a gorgeous looking piece. Now this piece is quite expensive. Now this is gonna set you back about $260, $270, somewhere around there, depending on where you purchase this initially. Now the reason I said initially is because this thing is sold out, so if you're trying to get this on an aftermarket place, I think this thing is gonna set you back around $300. And the scale of this is basically a 1:100 scale figure, 1:100 scale Gundam figure size. So if you own any Gundam model kits, then you know exactly how big this thing is now, and really good looking piece. And this is my first metal build, so I didn't know what to expect, as in how heavy this thing will be and how much die cast this figure will have, and I'm quite surprised and quite happy about how much die cast this figure has, and how good it looks. Because I think I've seen videos where some of the older ones aren't as nice with the die cast. The quality weren't all there yet, but this one to me looks absolutely gorgeous. Super nice. Now, at the end of the day, would I recommend this thing? I don't know, because it is quite expensive for a Gundam piece. Now, this is metal built, so a lot of metal built stuff are in high demand, and I know there are some that are quite cheap. Some of them doesn't look as good. Those are quite cheap. You could buy it off of eBay for a good price. But this one has been sold out since it came out on pre-order quite fast. Actually, I was lucky to get one through BBTS. And is it worth getting? 270 something. I say if you're a huge Gundam fan, then yes, it's worth it. But if you're not, then I say skip it, get something else, or just get a model kit. And if you have the skill, then you could probably do a better job at paint than this. Even though this looks absolutely gorgeous. To me, it looks absolutely gorgeous. But I know if you're really good at painting these figures, then model kit, then you could probably do even better job with this. But to me, I'm not as good with paint. So I'm liking this quite a lot. Saves me a lot of time of painting it on my own, and the fact that this thing is made out of die cast, a lot of die cast, I'm very happy with. Makes it worth more. Makes it a little more worth it because of the heft. Unlike a model kit where the plastic is kind of thin and light. Yeah, but this one is nice and heavy and sturdy. The joints are super tight. I don't see any loose joints anywhere, but over time I'm not sure how that will work. Yeah, for now, absolutely gorgeous. Tight joints, everything's nice and stiff and very robust figure. So I'm very, very happy with this. And they're also making an attachment for this figure. It's another backpack type of deal. It's basically a jet that opens up into some sort of boosters and stuff like that. I'm not even sure, but that's a really impressive attachment too. So yeah, that one's sold out too. It's also another metal build. So there you have it. There's the metal build Gundam. Yeah, and yeah, highly recommend this thing. If you could get your hands on it at around 270, 280, I say jump on it. There you go. Thanks for watching.